So you guys are outside, leaving the castle area um, after that battle. What do you guys wish to do?
What time is it?
Right now, it's from after the battle. It'd be about 1 p.m. You guys got there early on in the day, if I recall.
Armor would be done by now, wouldn't it? It's been about a week.
I can tell you how many days it's been.
I think you guys only traveled for a couple days.
Yeah, it's only been 1,
Been like 4 days, maybe.
2, yeah, about 4 days.
Yeah. You guys went pretty
I
quick.
made a note because I'm working on my stupid one.
I think I've got about a day more for my.
I'm at 5 work days, 5 hours. So I feel like we've been on the road for probably about 4 days. Because I did some work outside of like the 8-hour travel time.
I've got about a day left, I think, on my white cloak.
The clocks are about a week. So,
Yeah.
any ideas what you guys wish to do?
Well, we did. I set up my white cloak before we went after the dragon.
Yeah, he's talking about the first cloak he made, which was like more than a week ago.
That's true.
So I think that's got to be about 5 or 6 days at this point.
Yes.
Let's see here. Do we get a reward for doing this with her? Did she promise us anything, or was this just
Eternal
adventure?
friendship.
You can ask her.
Hey, do we agree to a reward for this? Sanoke asks.
Did she come to Elswyn with us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she teleportation through
yeah,
it.
she
No, we
could.
left her days out.
She'd be fine with that. She said she didn't offer one initially, but she was planning on giving you guys a small gold amount.
Oh. How much is that?
She said 500. No, she's telling you right now, 500 gold
Each or total?
total. It's not a very rich town. It's pretty small.
All right. I think we harvest any parts off of that thing? Did Turnham harvest anything?
Not from the beast, no. It was basically just a collection.
Oh, that's right. That was a plant monster. I just remembered now. I was able to use blade on it, right?
We've got some sticks.
You could.
Well, I guess we go back with her and collect our stuff, our money.
All right.
Kaya can keep my share.
Okay. She seemed. She asked you if you're sure about that tournament.
Yeah, if you're a poor town, then you might as well keep the money for, infrastructure or whatever. I don't need it.
That's very, very kind of you.
Hinook will take his 100 gold.
So, are you guys using horseback again to get back to?
Actually, can I take a short rest and use Arcane Recovery to recover my level 5 spell slot?
You can, yeah. So you guys sit down for a little bit while
Is there a reason
Hinook.
other than money for us to go back to Orthorn?
Other than money.
That's technically up to you guys.
I think there wasn't any. No, didn't you want to give them some money or something for something in the house?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She says
Orthorn.
if you guys wish, I could also have it delivered. It's up to you.
Oh, that's right, because she's from Orthorn and we're in Elswind.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm a little slow. Yeah, we could just have her deliver it to us.
Okay.
Or she could send it to her house.
I'll have that done. And she knows where you guys are residing at, so she says she'll send it to the manor. Shouldn't be too long, maybe 3 to 4 days at most.
All right.
It's 100 gold. I'm just gonna put that in my inventory now.
Yeah.
I forget about it.
Otherwise, I'll forget.
You know, I probably would too, to be honest.
We'll just say it happened.
Yes. But she says, thank you again for coming with me. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that myself. That was pretty tough for one person. Maybe next year I'll invite you
I could
again.
have taken that plant monster myself.
Sure, Hanok.
Did you see how much damage I was doing with that blight spell? Pew 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 pew.
I think that's great, Wizard Nook.
It is. Thank you. Thank you. Will you ever? You need to compose songs to my greatness one day, Ergius.
I need a list of feats.
One time I saved Corian from the mouth of a giant insect creature underground. That's a feat.
One time I saved Hinoke from a mosquito.
Now, it was a really big. In my defense, it was a really big mosquito.
I crushed it in my hand.
It was big.
It wasn't that big.
It was technically tiny.
You know, I got a little cocky, a little carried away, but I'm much more.
It's like the size of
better.
a robin.
Respect.
Kaya says, I'll leave you guys to your arguing. It was a pleasure to see you all again. And she gives a small bow.
Well, we could go back to Marfall.
I bow back to her.
Just hang out here for 3 days until our gear is ready.
I do have some spells on her, but I can just swing Marfall at will now. At least once a day, come there and back. Tarnum, is there anything you want to do?
In Elswyn?
Or Marfall? Or anywhere?
Read books.
Fair enough. I think we have to return those books at some point.
I believe you rented them for several weeks.
Okay, never mind.
So.
I know I returned mine because I copied the pertinent sections from it.
I mean, it's probably roughly like a week left, but even if you didn't return them, it probably wouldn't be too big of a fee unless you forgot it for like a year.
Well, if I've got to return these books, you're best off doing it for me. It seems the people in that place don't like me much.
Actually, I'm going to ask if I could speak to Tarnum in private.
Okay.
Sure, what do you want?
So, you and Avarice, before you met up with us, I thought I remember you telling me, did you guys used to maybe sometimes steal things?
Who wants to know?
Me, because that's why I'm asking you.
Where's this going?
So, you know that big fancy library we went to back in Marfall? I was thinking there's a restricted section in there that they will not give me access to. That could be potentially... Well, because I'm not a member of their Magic Secret Club, basically.
How do you join the club?
You got to pay some money, pass some tests, be able to cast a level of magic that I might not have access to yet. That sort of thing. But they have information I might want. And I like knowing things. So I was thinking
kind
about
of information?
I don't know. Magical information? I don't know what they have until I get in there. It's like a candy jar, but you don't know what's inside of a candy jar. I was thinking of maybe peeking my way in there at night and seeing what's actually behind closed doors.
Can't you just go poof inside a building? Don't you have some magic for that?
Kind of. The problem is I've never broken into a building before.
Well, you're not exactly breaking in if you just poof inside, are you?
Yeah, but there could be magical defenses and things like that, which I can maybe handle. But I figured you might have some more expertise in this sort of area than I do, and want to know what you think of it as an idea.
You want me to rob a library so that you can get knowledge?
No, not you rob a library. More like either assist or consult on a library robbing.
You
I
want me to
wouldn't
break
rob
you
per
in,
se. I mean,
basically.
huh?
You want me to break you in?
Maybe. I don't know yet. I need somebody with an ability to, do things maybe I can't do.
Is that right?
Might not be today or this week, but maybe in the future even. But what do you think about it? You think it's a fool's errand?
I think
I
by
don't know
that
if
he
there's
means
any-
somebody tall enough to see through the window.
Hey, I have fly now. You're not even here.
Is Averus listening in on this conversation?
Make a perception check.
Well, no, I'm asking if he is or not because I want to know if I can respond to him about it.
He's not near you.
Okay, so it doesn't look like he was directly listening in. Alright. Seeing as, he was referencing Averus. But why didn't you go to speak to Averus about this? Is it because you think I'm easier to persuade into robbing something?
No, it's because Averis used to be kind of money hungry, but he seems to have had a change of heart and
Tell me
likes to
about
give everything away now. And
Yeah.
and he doesn't always. I don't think he really likes me because I sometimes maybe make comments I probably shouldn't.
And you assume that I like you?
Well, we've had a lot of adventures together, and there was a time where we investigate things together. We help deal with that one stable boy that one time we don't like to talk about. And you also have a magical dog that can see in the dark and blink through walls.
Yeah, I did. I wonder maybe if our small bard friend might have some stuff up his sleeve to persuade you into such a place.
I didn't think about going the persuasion route. Do
Or
you
maybe
think I should take this to the group? I feel like Corian won't be a fan of this. He doesn't like
Well,
fun.
Corian isn't a man of knowledge, is he? He's a man of destroying things where they stand and leaving them in a smoldering mess. But I wonder, from what I've heard, can I just make a general roll for what I might know about bards and what their skills and talents are?
Yeah, of course. Make a history check.
Just in general. History, what's that based off of? Oh, 12.
They're charming. They sing. They dance.
Right.
They do tend to be fairly intelligent as they usually travel the world.
Dance
Yeah.
for us here, just dance for us.
All right. So you think I should bring this to the group?
Depends what kind of spree you're going on, really.
I mean, a spree implies more than one break-in.
Are you looking for one particular book to get in and out, or are you looking to stuff the bag of holding full of books?
I have
Because
no
they're
idea.
probably going to notice if half of their section is missing.
I have no idea what they have. I mean, they could have magical weapons. They could have. I mean, I can't really start asking a bunch of questions of what's in the restricted section because if I do,
They won't tell you, right?
exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think my advice, if you were trying to, I wave to Katya, so just some way off, but
Yeah, she was back.
I am one that is interested in what dangerous stuff might be available. But I've already spent time in prison once before, as you know, and I don't think Abris would be too happy at me being in there again. Do you have any kind of spells that make us look different or make us invisible or something like that?
I could do basic invisibility. Okay, but what's Airgis does have greater invisibility. At least you can put one person invisible. All right, I think you're right. I think we need more than just me and you for this. I think I would have to bring it to the group. So let's go back to the group then. So I'm gonna walk over after talking with Tarnum for 5 minutes. So, group, how do you feel about breaking into a library?
They usually just let you in the front door.
Right, they do. They are my favorite terrain, but there is a restricted section of the library in Marfall that may have some interesting information in it that I would like to have access to. Unfortunately, I can't join the Magic Club that lets me have access to that place yet.
Even for one book?
Why
I don't
not
know.
powerful enough yet?
I have no idea what's in there. Could be books, could be weapons, could be spells.
It's restricted for a reason.
Right. It's restricted because people who shouldn't have access to it should not be allowed to go in there.
You
Which
definitely
apparently
do
is
not
response to that,
need
I
access
chuckle.
to it.
I believe I should have access to it. They believe I don't. But, if one's able to break into the section where you're not supposed to have access to, in a sense, doesn't that mean I should have had access to it to begin with?
No.
You're not doing a good job of convincing him here, are you?
I mean, if you guys think this is a horrible, horrible idea, I'll table it for now.
Well, no, it's a
Obviously,
terrible idea, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth looking at.
obviously, I could walk into the castle and break into the vault, and carry out probably half of it. Does that mean that half of it belongs to me right now?
Well, the thing is I want to have access to
I want
knowledge. No, but the point is I want access to a level of knowledge. I'm not talking about stealing the books. I would copy any pertinent sections of anything that I got my hands on, and I would return it afterwards.
Isn't that stealing in a certain way?
Well, it's borrowing. It's an unauthorized. I like to think of it as unauthorized borrowing. Stealing implies you're not going to return it.
You can't borrow knowledge.
Yes, you can. Isn't that the
That's
whole point of a
permanent.
library? Is you're basically borrowing knowledge and then returning it?
No.
Okay.
You pay to get the knowledge, to rent the books.
Yes.
Right. And the effort that I put in is payment. I mean, we don't have to do this today or anything. It's just an idea that was floating around in my head. I thought I'd put it out there, see how people felt about it. It sounds like you guys aren't really interested in this.
I don't know why you're bringing it.
Vote used incorrectly.
I don't know why you're bringing it to us. I mean, does it really have anything to do with us?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't really need much of your help for this, Corian, but somebody has previous experience like Tarnum and Avarice in purloining things. Avarice's many abilities of turning into animals could be possibly useful.
Now the tree magic is good.
Don't you
I
have
didn't say the tree
spells that
magic
could
isn't
just
good.
teleport you in there?
Or
going invisible?
I have one, but you also Avarice have access to dispel magic.
Or spells
Correct.
that make people do what you want? I've seen you do all of those things. I don't know why you're asking
I don't
other
really have.
people to
No,
do the
I'm not
work
really
for
the
you.
charmer. I don't really have spells that make people do what I want.
But we do have that necklace that makes people do what they want.
We have to make them attuned to that. But we do happen to have a really, really good bard that can sometimes make people do what they want.
It just sounds like
I
you
mean-
trying to get other people to do something for you that you could do yourself.
How does attunement work? Do they just have to wear it for a certain amount of time, or do they have to focus on
They
it?
have to willingly focus on it, and
Oh, so you couldn't just put it on somebody who was asleep then? And
The only reason why King Shazor wore it is because he sincerely trusted his advisor.
right.
We saw how that went.
Actually, now you say that, Avarice, if we were able to charm somebody for a long duration, we could charm them into attuning to that item.
Technically, yes.
I'll have to put that one in the back of my mind. All right. Well, I'll just table this for now, but it doesn't seem like any of you guys are really biting at the bit like I am for this. But figure we had a couple days, maybe to kill. A little B&E might be a fun way to spend it,
Well, I mean, I'm happy to do it, depending on what exactly it is you need.
Well, I
Happy
can't
to
really.
do it.
What'd you say, Avarice?
Happy to do it.
Instead of wasting time, if you manage to get in there, like instead of using your time looking for books, maybe you could look for a catalog. If they do list all the books they have in there, if it is books that they have.
There has to be some sort of restricted ledger, right? So they know if anything's gone missing.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to. Like, you could just copy a ledger, and they wouldn't know anything's missing.
Yeah.
And then just look at that if there's anything that piques your interest.
Why won't they let you in the magic club, as you called it, to enter the...
So I have to be a member of the school there, basically, and the school requires you to cast a level of magic that I don't have access to quite yet.
So maybe that stuff's too dangerous for someone who can't cast that.
There's nothing too dangerous for me.
To be honest with you, Corian, doesn't it tempt you to see that he might blow himself up? Isn't that tempting?
Well, what if it links back to us? I mean, they
That's
see us
also
together.
part of the reason why I felt I needed to involve you, because I am a known member of your group as a great wizard Hanoke.
As a former member of the guard of the city of Marfall...
I forgot about that part of your backstory. That's right.
No.
Were you part of the guard or were
do
you
not
part of the
want
army?
to... It's all the same thing.
Okay.
Either way, I was part of the
Establishment.
military structure of Marfall.
Yeah, it's linked to Marfall, yeah.
So, obviously, no. I don't want to be part of breaking into the Balance Arcanum because you're not willing to go
Technically, we're not
through
breaking into the Balance Arcanum. We're breaking into the library.
of the Balance Arcanum.
Well, is it the Balance Arcanum's library?
It is.
Oh.
When all you have to do is apply and put in the work to be able to get in there.
Well, it's work to get in there, too. Just, All right. We don't have to break into the library and steal.
You'll get in there one way,
Uh,
eventually.
What do you
All
think?
I mean, he's not even looking
kind
for anything
of
specific. He just wants to go nose around. Because if he knew something specific, he could just ask someone to go look it up for him. But it's not even anything specific.
it's restricted. They don't tell me what's in there. And I don't want to ask too many questions because I've been thinking about breaking into this place for the last week.
You just think about breaking into places.
Not usually, but they... Listen, it's like, it's a locked door, and behind that locked door is something that I want to peek at. This is my character, okay?
I mean, what do you think?
This is my flaw. We don't have to do it right now. I mean, there's probably more pressing matters to attend. Curiosity.
Like divine gods being summoned. I wouldn't say divine gods.
And the whole... did we talk about maybe looking for that one lady's family? Young girl?
Emily? Yeah.
Yeah. On the other continent, and then there's Airjuice's parents.
I would assume half the other continent's probably burnt down by now from some horrible god that got summoned because nobody wanted to go when we were in the middle of it, and it's been like 2 weeks at this point.
We would have heard if anything
I
major would have happened because ships would have stopped going.
I've been in contact with somebody on the other continent and alerted them of what's been going on and haven't received any word of anything bad happening.
Well,
So.
I mean, there was a ship from Amberwell, so
full of orcs that were kidnapping people.
Well, yes, but there was a
Listen,
ship.
That
I can
sounds like
confidently
things have
say-
gone horribly wrong.
I can confidently say that there has been no god summon in the last 2 weeks. I would have been alerted of it through my school that I'm a part of.
Thank God, the very worst hasn't happened yet.
Unless, of
So
course,
we
it was
live
summoned at your school and the entire thing was wiped off the face of the planet.
Well, I've been in contact with people who live there, okay? So,
But you indicated 2 weeks ago that happened. So maybe within the last 2 weeks.
well, in the last 2 weeks is what I'm saying. Anyway, all right. I'm going to finish working on this wand that I'm almost done with. Do you guys want to spend the night here at our mansion, or do you want to go back to Marfall tonight?
That's
I'm
up to you
apparently the
guys.
taxi service.
I don't know what we're doing because, Airgis
Well-
has got, like 3 more days he needs before his armor's ready. I've got like at least a day or 2 before my first cloak is ready.
I have spells ready to pick up, so I'm going to be going there to pick up my spells that I ordered.
Well,
If we're going there, it'd be efficient to do it right now since you have your spell recovery done, right? So,
Yeah. Well, if I go there, we can't come back here tonight.
well, yes, but we could teleport wherever we wish at that point. So, or the next day, I mean.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we really want to do here in Elswyn?
Personally, not me.
Really, I mean, you did want to talk to that one dwarf guy, right? The armor who went off and got married.
He's an Orthon.
yeah.
And I
we're
can
in
do a
Elfland.
sending spell if you're interested in chatting with him.
Was that about the armor that we wanted to get done for?
No, that's
No,
Tarthak.
Torthak,
I'm
your
talking
buddy.
about the guy who you persuaded into leaving this town to go to Orthorn to.
Oh, I don't have anything to say to him, no.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, if we have no business here, might as well go back to Marfall.
All right. So you guys head to Marfall then?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool. So you guys use the teleportation circle, and you arrive at the Balance Arcanum. It's still, well, actually, it'd be a different time. It's technically earlier. So now it's about 10 a.m.
What time was it where we just left?
When you guys left after a lot of talking, it would have been like 2.
Okay. So it's not like we're on the other side of the
Oh,
day
no,
then.
no, that would be the different continent.
Right.
Where would you guys like to go first?
Want to pick up my spells?
So actually, it's actually pretty. It's right there. So you just walk outside the teleportation circle and go pick up your spells.
Give him my spells. I got copy them, but I got Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Knock, and Alter Self, which may or may not have been purchased thinking about robbing a certain library.
Can I? Is there somebody here that I could speak to that's about these spells?
Yeah, there's one right there.
I'm gonna ask them. Do they do like really powerful magic scrolls and things like that?
We can. Usually, it's not something we usually do. We normally don't go past like 5th, unless you have the money for it. It's very expensive to go past that level.
What
And
kind
also
of money
takes a
we
long time.
talking?
For
How long does it take?
let me see. Actually,
While she's going and looking, I'm going to say to her, if we can get you a spell scroll that's really powerful, do you think that'd count? If we could maybe disguise it?
What do you mean? Like, just to break in? Like, you mean for the...
No, to get into the club, you said that you needed to cast double magic. If we
No,
could get you
I
a
have to
scroll and
no.
somehow disguise that as you knowing it.
no, they specify no spell scrolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if we hid it in his book, if we...
sleight of hand. You can't sleight of hand that, man. It ain't gonna work. But that's a good try.
What
Sixth
happens if
level,
you
we're on
copy
about
it to your book?
15,000 gold pieces.
Okay, but what happens if he copies it to his book and then
I
he tries
can't.
to use it?
I can't
Can't cast
cast
it.
it. I can't. I don't have
Mhm.
spell slots for it.
15,000.
Hmm.
You know what?
And it takes a long time.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. Do you know anybody who knows powerful spells around here? Is there like a headmaster or something like that we could speak to?
You can schedule an appointment with the headmaster.
When's his next available date?
Let me see. And she actually like grabs the book right next to her and like starts flipping through the pages. Next one is, or it's open maybe about 2 days from now.
He's a busy man.
Let me just casually ask you this:
Let me make sure.
Is there any way to access the restricted section of the library without being a member of the Balanced Arcanium?
Unfortunately, no.
Is there anybody we could talk to get special permission?
Probably one of the higher ups in the Balance Arcanum if it's a particularly special circumstance.
Can you tell me any? Can you give us any idea like what's in the restricted section?
I don't know what's in that research, Justin. I don't go there.
But you're a member of the Balanced Arcanium, right?
Yes, but I mainly manage here people coming in and out of the teleportation circle.
Very well.
You know, we could schedule a meeting with the headmaster and bring our small halfling friend, who can be very convincing.
I would not attempt that. I strongly do not advise not attempting that.
Oh, I'd love to speak with the fellow anyway, see what this place is all about. Sure, you can put me in for 2 days, I guess.
Very well.
All right, well, I collect my scrolls and leave to go to the inn and start finishing my wand.
So we're in Marfall right now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A few days to kill, we could take out another contract with competence glory, or, you know, there's stuff to do.
This could take...
We could go to the other continent and just come back here if we want to. We can explore that other city.
Avery says that at the very least we have to wait a day, right? Because you can't cast teleportation circle.
Yes, tomorrow I'll be able to do it again.
We could just pick up the armor tomorrow or something and decide what to do from there.
I assume there's someone at the circle that cast teleports.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
How much is it to pay for somebody to take us there?
Have you requested it before?
No.
No.
Laura is the one who took us there the first time.
Yeah.
Is it like a
that's true. She did for free. Yes, because it's a particularly high level spell, they do charge it, but not a lot. Let me just check the price.
Is there a chart on the wall that we can look at?
Yes, there's. They also serve food and water. It's like
They even serve food and water during the trip.
Count your food and water, probably.
What's the deal with teleportation food?
I'll take a number 3.
Number 9. The number 9.
Large fries.
Large fries and a teleportation to Amberwall.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
You can try that.
Minute sliders, please, with a side of Big B's Big Gulp.
We do have the large fries, but we do not have a teleportation circle to Amberwall.
Oh, I thought that was the place we could teleport to over there.
No,
it's Casterson, right?
Castrum. They said Amberwall. Their teleportation circle is gone.
Right, the teleportation circle's gone. Right, so we can't teleport to the side of the continent we need.
Well, how far is it from Castersom to Amberwald?
Castor. Oh, that's. Let me check. I think that'd be like a week's journey. By the way, it's 10 gold to travel.
Oh, that's nothing. Wow.
I'd rather save my spell slot. They're gonna take us there tomorrow.
What?
I mean, it's a high level spell. It's not like they can't cast it every day, and they also have spell recovery. So
What if we took a ship?
From Marfall to Amberwall.
that's up to you guys.
How long would
You know,
it be?
there is
what I
that.
mean?
Who owns that orc ship? The ship the orcs came on. Does anybody own that?
Technically, Amberwall.
I mean, we could take that ship back. Do you
It's
know
probably
how
still
to sail,
there.
Florian?
Tarnum is starting to
People think it's just
walk away.
just a
little
regular
bit.
ship.
Oh, that's right. Tarnum doesn't like the water.
I'm sure they'd like their ship back.
How?
Hey, Tarnum, would you feel better about the water if I could tell you I could cast fly on you for 10 minutes and you could just, avoid the water?
No, definitely not.
How long would it take to sail the ship to Amberwall?
That ocean is bigger. The Luma Ocean's bigger than the Amara Ocean. That's something I had to calculate. Actually, it could take. I would say at the least probably a week.
Because I don't have the map in front of me, but is Castersom closer to it than New Whistleton is?
Oh, Castor to Amberwall, yes. They're Castor and Amberwall at the top of the continent. Map.
So there's no known teleportation.
So you basically have to go down the path. And there are two bridges. There's one that goes through Rivers Hollow, and there's one on the other side. And then you have to go up to Amberwall.
I'm going to ask this lady here, I guess before I left or whatever, because we're getting into this. Do they sell flying mounts in this city?
Flying mounts, not in this city, no.
What city would sell flying mounts?
Potentially Emberbreak.
Emberbreak is where Emily's from?
Yes.
So Emberbreak is overrun by orcs. Amberwall's teleportation circle is shut down.
You guys remember the orcs originated from Amberwall.
Right. Which is
Emberbreak,
a
you actually
city?
haven't heard anything about. It is, yeah.
EB down here by the Vast Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amberwall is the dwarven state that had the ship from full of orcs.
So
Emberbreak, you don't
would it be
really
like
know much about it.
6 days of travel to Emberbreak?
From where?
Marfall.
From Marfall?
Where's Marfall on the map?
Right here.
Right here.
So you basically be coming right across to the Midlands.
I still want to go to Goldfish Island.
Well, does this
Why do
map
you make
wrap?
names of everything?
Does this map wrap? Like, if I go to the left, do I pop out the right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's just a big ocean.
So if it's a week from here to here, this is a little closer, right?
Well,
Your closest point would be right.
Is there any towns that we know of on the other side, right here, that could we could take a short boats ride just across the peninsula? So we go to Castersom, go all the way to the coast, and then sail across to the other coast, the Sky Palace side.
Make a history check.
Okay. Because that'd be a short boat ride. $19 plus 8. No, plus 9 now. 28.
28. You actually, that one of the only ways to access Amberwall is either by ship, and even their port that they have is pretty hard to access because this entire area is mountains. This is the Alamaza Mountains up here. There are no villages that you know of along the coast here. The easiest way is either by ship or you'd have to take Castrum through Rivers Hollow and go up.
Well, I think we should.
Which
I don't know.
I think you guys, Emily did tell you her parents are from or were in Rivers Hollow. So
This
Oh, I
is just
thought
like
she
a
was from
kind of a
Ember
memory
Break.
check.
Who was
But
from Ember Break?
did the ship
well,
itself
they are
have
from
any...
Everbreak, but they were taken to Rivers Hollow, including her.
Was this a new map?
Yes.
Ooh. Thank you, whoever brought that out.
Yeah, we finally got around to updating it because I finally.
Okay, so Ember.
Thank you, Martin.
What's this place down here?
Which one?
Okay.
The one on Umbrella Island.
It's Volarol. You guys have heard of it. When you talk to the general store lady,
Right.
she mentioned she was from the Elven City, Volarol.
All right. Well, if we're gonna go rescue her family, if that's our plan, I think we should maybe travel by land. You said it was a week. You said from Castersom to Amberwald is a week's travel. You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that by foot or by horsey?
That would be
Probably
roughly
by
a
horse,
week.
right?
And
You think?
you have to also take in consideration, it's traveling to the mountains. It could slow you down a little bit. I'd say at the most 2 weeks max. Especially with your horse travel, you guys are able to traverse pretty easily.
Well, we have a choice: by land or by sea.
Casterum
Actually-
is also the place we need to go to for the God Summoners.
Yeah. Let's just go to the city tomorrow and just check it out and see what happens. We can investigate the God Summoners and Amberwald and just see what new information we discover. What do you guys think about that?
Well, the parents are being kept in Rivers Hollow, which is just south of Castrum.
Oh.
We don't need to go to Amberwall at all. There's no reason
Right.
to go there.
And this is why Tarnum is the map keeper.
I am curious as to know why their teleportation circles shut down. And why
I think we
orcs
should...
have come from a dwarven city in a dwarven city's ship.
Yeah, well, let's go to Castersom. Let's kick butt in
Jesus.
River Hollow.
It's a new
and-
prestidigitation.
Listen.
It's okay, I couldn't say Arcanum earlier, so...
What, the Balance Arcanum? Listen, don't make fun of my speech impediment. It's my gnomish accent, okay? So yeah, let's just do that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm starting to understand why they don't let you in the restricted section.
Hey, listen, I can cast any spell I want, man.
Speak. So,
Don't make me turn you into a shrew.
are you guys basically just resting the entire day, just waiting till nighttime?
I'm gonna be going in my room and finishing my wand.
Okay.
It's like 10 in the morning. What it would be?
Yeah, you do have time to do stuff if you wish, but I wasn't sure if you guys
It
were
would
just
be
going
like
to chill for the night.
4 in the afternoon at Castrum.
Yes.
I'd like to wait till tomorrow to go.
Actually,
just
it'd be
just
about
so I have
5.
all my spells back, and I want to finish this wand. It could be useful for our travels.
It'd be like what time?
It'd be about 5, actually.
5. Okay.
So that's 7 hours. Yeah. All right. So you finish your wand. Is that what you said?
Yeah. How many hours if I, after all this talking, just go back to my room and just eat and work?
You could do.
Give
That
me
would
how many
be,
hours of work?
you could do
time I
12.
have? 12 hours?
and then you'd have to go right to bed.
All right, that's enough time to finish my wand and put my new spells in my book because they're level 1 spells.
Okay.
And 2 level 1s and 2 level 2s. That'd be 4. That'd be. I think it's is it 1 hour work per level or 2 hours?
1 hour per level, yeah.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6, and my wand was almost done.
Yeah, you could
that's
finish this all in one night.
Yep. Yeah, baby.
But
All right, time to do some rolls.
You'd be basically studying all day.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I got work to do.
Go ahead and do your rolls.
Okay, so my wand's finished, and that's going to be a wand of detect magic with. I did the 1.25, so that was that's with 4 charges, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm gonna put the spells in my book. So I'm gonna use my divine roll of 5 that I have left over to make sure that Alter Self gets in my book. Because 5 plus 9 is 14, which is high enough.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll now. So this one's going to be for Knock, my level 2 spell. Come on, baby. 12 plus 9 is plenty. 21, that's fine. Next is going to be for Chromatic Orb. 17 is fine. And then the last one is a 15, so they all get in my book, no problem.
Nice. So you spend the evening doing a bunch of work and completing all of it successfully. Anyone else? Did you all have anything you wanted to do before?
I want to go
nightfall?
to the. There's a Temple of Pelor here, right?
Yes.
I want to go there with Drostan.
Okay.
And just spend some time in there. Not really doing anything, just, in thought.
Yeah, it's peaceful. You feel a little more connected, kind of not sure if you're kind of worshiping this deity or just kind of acknowledging and respecting him.
It's not worshipping. I'm not praying necessarily, but Tarnum's kind of feeling like, having recently been to somewhere that he not only knows is not all that far away from home, it's kind of left him a bit about everything and how he kind of misses home. And obviously Pelor's a huge thing there, so this is like the closest he's going to get for now. So.
And actually, Avros would go with you too. Spend some time there, so you both spend most of the afternoon, kind of early evening, before you head back and get some food and get ready for sleep. Actually, I'll have you guys do another round of food and supply count, which I believe is 5 gold.
I'll say to Averus a little bit, about Pelor and my home, and I assume that probably doesn't know that much about the town. I don't think he's ever been, so...
He says no.
I miss it sometimes. It's a beautiful place.
I'm sure we can go back one day. Not now, but later.
One day.
Did you wish to do anything else for the night, Tarnum?
No, I guess not.
Okay. Corian, did you have anything? Or Aegis?
Nothing that can't wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
How far away is the inn from the library?
The library, that is about 10 minutes.
Because I think I didn't need all 12 hours to do all that, because it would have been, so I was just about done. Can I have enough time to just wake up and go down to the library real quick late at night?
What time are you thinking of going?
Just any time is fine after they've closed.
Okay.
What time do they normally close? I'm assuming I would know what time they close.
You wait. You're kind of walking around. It looks like they close about 9 p.m.
Okay, so I go like 11 or something, like not where it's like insanely late and weird for me to be out.
Okay.
And just as I walk by the library, as I'm walking to it for the 10 minutes, I'm going to prepare a ritual cast of Detect Magic.
Well, you have to enter the district first, and it's walled off with guards at each entrance.
Oh, after it's closed, you have to leave?
Yes. So you walk to it and you see a couple guards right in front of the.
All right, I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes. Do I see like guards patrolling, or is it just like around the district, or is it just at the entrances?
Make a perception check.
19 for me plus 1, so a natural 20.
Okay. You do. Oh well, you kind of do a quick walk around. You see there are all 4 entrances, and you do see occasional guards patrolling through. Looks like a routine. They're sparse, but they are consistent.
Let's just try to do this real quickly and see what happens. I'm going to used all my 4th level spells today. That's enough. I'm just gonna go back.
Okay. So
Go to sleep.
you walk back to the inn, get back in bed, or well, head to bed. And as you guys see, actually no, you guys would have been asleep. Sorry. So Hanok wakes up a little bit later, roughly 7 o'clock for you guys. But you guys eat and get ready for the day.
All right.
Anything you guys wish to do first?
Well, soon
How many hours behind is Castersom?
7.
So, like, are they 7 hours behind us or ahead of us?
Ahead.
They are ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we should just immediately get over there.
No. I'm gonna go to.
Oh yeah, pick up your cloak.
What time are the stores open?
They've been open right now. 7 o'clock, 8.
Okay.
Are you heading to Striking Hammer?
Yep. I'll grab Aegis and we'll head over to the Striking Hammer.
Dylan should like grab him and pick him up.
Well, I mean,
He
I'd be
could.
like, hey, dude, I'm gonna head over to the Striking Hammer. See if
Carrying him like under your arm, like
Got-
a teddy bear or something.
any of our stuff done.
Oh, come on.
What's your stuff? So.
Oh, yeah. Is it
He was
done now?
expecting you to get. Yes, actually, both of yours. You guys head over there and you walk into the empty store, at least because it's pretty early in the morning. And he mentions to you guys he has your stuff ready. Your cloak and the armor, I believe, is what you guys got.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what armor he got, but
He got the dragon scale leather or stud leather.
right. And then it's another. I forget how long he said it was for the blue one. 5 days?
You mean a cloak?
Yeah.
They take a week. Do you remember when you ordered it?
It would have been after we killed the blue dragon and before we got here, so probably another 3 days then on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, 3 days. That's exactly right. So
It'd be 2 days now because this is the next day.
that's right. I forgot about that.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Come back anytime.
Then I'll
Or, well, I'd hope you come back to get your stuff. So,
well, you're supposed to ship it to my manor, so
I'll do that.
I paid for
I
that.
will.
So
I will send it. I did. Look, I've been working a lot. Just on my mind. Were you gonna say something, or just?
Yeah, is Emily still here? She.
Oh yes. She's actually. I've been teaching her how to help out with the dragon scale. She got the shorter pieces done for you. She catches on pretty quickly.
That's nice.
is she planning on staying here, or was she going with us when we go?
I believe you guys said once you found your parents, you would come back and retrieve her.
Okay. I couldn't remember
I
what the
can't remember
plan
exactly,
was.
but
Have they gotten
yeah.
anything new in the way of magical greatswords?
No, it's only been a couple days. They only had that long
It's
sword that I
been
showed you last week.
4.
Hey, that's magical items are hard to come by.
Fine.
He's like, look, I promise I will order a great sword for you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you will like it.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, I'll thank him and head to the potion shop.
All right. You guys see
Well,
Ellery?
I just tell him that to tell Emily that we're
Oh,
gonna be
sorry.
heading to the other continent soon.
I didn't want to cut you off there, just.
And she actually comes out and she says thank you again. She says if you can, keep her updated. And if you find them, please bring them back.
We'll try our best.
The only thing I know is when I was part of the group that was taken away to go to Amberwall, several others went with me, but my parents stayed behind because they weren't purchased. So as far as I know, they should still be there.
Okay.
And she gives you a nod and wishes you guys goodbye as you begin to head over to the potion shop. You guys see the familiar long black curly hair of frame of Illyria. Welcome back.
Any chance you got some more haste potions?
I had a feeling you'd be coming back.
Are you addicted to them?
I've only used one ever, but I'm gonna buy as many as I can get my hands on.
I have one more.
Okay, done.
They take. Oh, all right. She hands it over to you. She said they take a little while to make, so I'll try to get as many as I can in for you.
Sweet. What do you got in higher heal potions?
Let me check my inventory. How much are you looking for? Are you looking for a greater or a superior?
Yes.
Oh, both. I have 2 greater, 1 superior.
So it's
Interesting.
800?
For all 3? No.
Oh.
Each greater, or each of the 2 graders is 150 each.
Right, so
and the
it's
superior
300.
is 1,500.
1,500. Oh, I thought it was 500.
Oh no, they
Wow.
they scale up pretty big. So
We messed up on Wednesday then.
Well, we didn't buy any of those anyways. 1,500.
Potions ever go bad?
They better not at this price.
they do not. No.
I'll go ahead and buy them.
All right. She hands over all 3. You are my favorite customer.
Anything that keeps me alive, I am appreciative.
Well, I hope to see you soon then. Do you wish to have anything, Aegis?
I'm good.
All right. Corin, did you want to buy anything else or no?
I
am stocked for heal potions.
Those rings that we have, what's the distance on them again, by the way, Hayden?
The what?
Did we buy a bunch of magic rings?
Oh, the rings. Yeah, their range is a mile. So, I mean, even in the city, you could still reach each other. So,
Hello.
you guys are in the same district, so.
Hello.
Where are you?
Over here.
I'm going to the library.
I dumped my ring in my bag. So, you got anything in the way of non-attuned magic items that might be useful for anything? Does she do magic items? I can't remember.
She says the only thing I can think of is my boots of elven kind. But I don't carry a ton of magical items.
Boots of elven kind. That makes you make no noise, right?
Yeah. Advantage on stealth checks, relying on sound.
Would that remove my disadvantage on stealth checks?
What?
How much are they?
These ones, let me check the price. Uh, 2,150.
Oh, wow. 2,000. Hold on, I gotta check here.
Pull out your bag and start counting your gold.
Well, I know how much gold I have left. That's just more than I have in gold at the moment. 40. Well, how much was it?
2,150.
Will she? I assume she'll take gems.
Of course.
Okay, so 2,150. That's what you said, right? Because I totally didn't listen twice.
Yes, that is, yeah, that's the price.
All right, I will take them, and I will hand over a large bag of gems and some gold.
All right. So she takes the money and the gems, and she hands you a set of green boots.
I am very appreciative. I'm broke,
Like I
but I'm
said,
very
favorite
appreciative.
customer. Come back soon.
Anything you wanted to look at here, just?
I think I've done enough shopping. The armor.
Okay.
They go outside and they find Tarnum and Drostan chasing around the local chickens. Running around in the street.
Not the
And
chickens.
they are fast. Avris is just hanging outside, just waiting for you guys to get back. Henok, did you want to do anything while they were out shopping?
Yeah, I want to go down to the library, which is open now.
Okay.
And I would like to go in and go to like a researcher desk.
Okay. You went. This is the same one you went to last time. It's kind of like the front central desk of the library.
I greet them and say hello. Remember me?
I feel like I do.
I was one of the last people to see when your colleague's alive. Unfortunately, who died. Who unfortunately died due to an orc attack the other day.
That was a very violent first entrance there.
I was the last one to see your companion alive.
She looks kind of irritated.
Me and my friends were able to figure out, unfortunately, who killed him. It was a band of orcs that had a ship docked nearby. For some reason, decided to kill him.
I believe that.
Does she not believe me?
With that entrance to the conversation, no, she does not.
I explained. I apologize for my crassness and explained to her give her like a quick 3-minute rundown of everything that happened, specifically Valora, one of the advisors for Orthorn being with us, and
she actually interrupts you and says, "What do you need?"
I say I need to either do research advise me on research of my own, or to ask you guys to pay for research. I'm looking at, you guys loaned me a book on magic wand creation. I'm looking specifically to make a defensive staff for myself, and I was wondering if this library contained knowledge on how to craft such an item, staff of defense, so to speak.
Staff's not here now.
No, staff as in actual staffs, you use to cast magic out of.
You want to invest in research for crafting staffs.
Basically, what I want to know is, do you have any other books on magic item creation specifically about staffs or staves? And if not, can I pay you guys to request that information from another library or something?
Here we do not, but yes, you could pay for some research to be done.
Okay, how much would that be?
Depends how much information you're looking for. As much as you can get.
Basically, I want enough so that I can maybe create this staff myself, since I don't believe they're available for purchase in the city. Because there's nobody that sells like magic staffs, right, or wands, from what
No.
we know. Yeah.
Nothing of. She says you can do 10 gold per week, and each week we bring you information that we find, and when we see that we have ran out of that information or found as much as we could, the payment stops.
Okay. Is there a library in Castrum?
She then thinks, yes, there are actually two. They're both in the Citadel of Water.
Okay. In the main city, of course.
Yes.
Would they? Do you think, in your knowledge of this library, do you think they would be more likely to have this information, or?
Mm,
Because I mean, this is the balance. I mean, this is the library of the Balance Arcanum, so I don't know if their library specializes in magical items and things like. Very might.
Well, maybe in the past. They do have an arcane library, but in the recent years, that has kind of overturned to more divine magics.
I see. All right. Well, I'm okay with perhaps requisitioning the research. Would you give me a moment to consult with somebody, though, before I do so?
Of course. Come back when you're ready.
Thank you. I'm just going to step aside into a corner. I like to use sending.
Okay.
I'm going to... So this is like a DM thing. Could I perhaps request this information from New Whistleton to be sent to me, or would you rather prefer me to do it here?
Are you asking them to do research over there?
I'm asking because I know New Whistleton would probably have this sort of in the library over there. So like, because I know we haven't really developed like deep lore from my little hometown. So I don't know which would you prefer? Would you prefer, like, first of all, would it cost me money to do it there? Could I even do it there at this point, or would you prefer me to requisition that sort of research?
It's really up to whichever you prefer. They both could potentially have the same level of progress. You're not entirely sure.
Okay. Then I'll just make it simple and do it here. I'm going to give her. You said it's 10 gold a week.
Yep.
As I'm going to be out of town, would it be possible to, as part of that price, to include a notification of sending to me if any progress is made?
That's possible. Yes.
What's the additional charge for that? So I would expect, like, maybe like at the end of the first week, just a sending that says, "Hey, we found something. Here's the topic we found."
Sending, that'd be about an extra 2 gold. It's not a very
a high level spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that would charge it to 12 gold per week.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can you can overestimate money here, and we will return whatever we do not charge you for.
And I'm assuming I can't underestimate, right? Whereas you need to have the gold to do it, right?
No. If you underestimate, we stop research at that moment.
All right, so 12 gold a week. Let me just put down then. So is it a maximum of 12 gold per week, or is that just an average? Could it actually be more than 12 gold a week?
That's a set price.
Okay. I'm going to give her 60 gold, which would allow for 5 weeks worth of work.
Okay.
And so, again, I'm looking for staffs related to defensive magic to protect myself with.
And what's the name it's going under?
Hanok?
Okay. Well, we will begin research on that.
And I would appreciate it if you keep this matter private. I'm assuming there's some kind of confidentiality here in terms of the...
Yes, I will keep it private.
Thank you.
Do you need anything else?
No, I apologize again for offending you.
It's all right. He was just one of the coworkers I work with almost daily. Yes.
He was a phenomenal researcher. He really helped us out in our quest to understand some very obscure and powerful magical items.
I'm sure you knew him well.
I didn't know him well, but he was very helpful. So he was good at what he did.
Did we hear all of that over the rings?
No, you have to speak into the ring too.
How about speaking of the ring? All right. Well, good day.
All right. So you head out of the library.
That was awkward.
And by the time you get back, they're all about riding back now. So.
Yep. All right. Well, ready to go to the city? It's an Oaks person.
All right.
He doesn't
Avers.
have that. He's smart, but low wisdom.
That's true.
Well, not low wisdom, but he's not best with that stuff.
Charisma.
Avers says he doesn't have anything else to do in the city, so.
What should I do with this tome?
The tome?
Yeah, for the
I believe
extra...
it's inert for now.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
for an extra 100 years.
You should be able to sell it for a lot of money to someone who lives a long time.
I would actually think that the Balance Arcanum would perhaps like that.
I'll take
That's
it.
actually a bargaining chip into the restricted section. Potentially.
You put it in the bag for now.
All right. Just keep it in your inventory fit because I don't have the sheet open in front of me.
I can still carry it.
Okay.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
Paying 10 gold.
Chasing chickens.
Go to Castrum.
All right. So,
Well, we have to meet back up.
I thought you said we all met back up at the inn.
if you leave them. Anyone?
Well, I mean, if Tarnum's out chasing chickens, don't we need to go collect him?
I imagine I'm not far from all the other guys. Certainly not far from Avery.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you left your horses in Elswyn or.
Pretty sure the horse is in Elswyn.
Okay. So you guys are going to be going on foot, so. At least, at least to the city, at least. So, so you guys enter the teleportation circle, and you exit out.
How much does the teleportation circle cost?
10 gold.
No, the actual circle.
Piece of chalk.
Like, buying the knowledge to have one.
Like placing a teleportation circle down so we can teleport to it when we feel like it.
It takes a year to do
Yeah,
it. You have to
Well,
cast teleportation circle in the same place for a year to do it.
So how much will that cost?
Does the spell have a material component?
I don't know. That's why I was
I
asking.
don't think so. Let me look here. I'm pulling it up. Oh, actually, I've been needing to charge myself for that. I got charged. Wear chalks and inks and infused with precious gems with 50 gold piece, which the spell consumes. So let me charge myself for.
You know, to be fair, even I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
so, man, but Beatrice is really nice to teleport us around, huh?
I have not been keeping track of if any of my spells use anything. I didn't think we would.
No,
It's not a
I
huge
don't think
deal.
any heroes do.
I mostly
You want
pay
me to?
attention
You want me to
resurrection spells.
retroactively? I think I've used it twice, so I can retroactively charge myself if you like.
Sure, that work. So, but you guys do.
Wait. So does that obviously that's going to raise the price of casting this to take us to the town? I'm assuming they're not going to let us charge 10 gold for that.
Yeah, I did not realize it actually costs anything.
So it will be 60 then, 10 gold, and the 50 then.
Yeah, that work.
So hold on. Without including labor, 365 days would be 18,250 gold.
Nice.
All the food and drink.
That's assuming you get them to stay with you for a year too, because it would double if they go back home every day.
That'd be a rough year.
I feel like charging ourselves for every spell we use just kind of overcomplicates stuff.
Well, the teleportation circle specifically has a cost. Like, most of my spells don't.
Trying to figure out what my next upgrade was going to be. I need 19,000 gold.
I also need a 50 gold diamond to use chromatic orb. Is there a 50 gold worth of diamond in my bag of gems? Or do I need to go and procure one before I leave?
Actually, probably some of the gems you have from the Dragon Horde would be 50 gold.
All right, I'm just going to mark 50 gold off of that.
Okay. So...
It doesn't requires it once.
Yep.